And we're back. We're back with our original session of I Am Enough. It's your girl Diamond here, back again. Oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful box. And it does make me happy, and I can't wait to fix her up. So come on in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time, please put a gem of your choice in the comments so we can welcome you officially to the gem family. Hit that thumbs up on the way in. That's the doorbell. Ding, ding, ding. Shows that YouTube that you guys support us. And I'm here again. That's 2 in 1. 2 in 1 day, yes. So let's see who's in the room. Hey Cheryl, thanks for coming back. Hey Cindy, thanks for coming back. Hello, sister to sister. Welcome back. Hopefully everyone will find us. All right, Fatty girl, hey boo. Tiffany, thank you for coming. Aw, you guys are so supportive. Thanks, Kate. So, we're going to go right into it. Last time we were here, last time we were here, we spoke about defining a community. And as I said, get a notebook. If you don't have this Petite, get a piece of paper and write down some things that you might enjoy or want to diverse or divulge or just get into later on after this. But for now, yeah, let's break it down. We talked about identifying yourself, what role you play in a community, and it was very interesting. And then it said to show a picture of what, close your eyes and imagine. Y'all know I'm not good with the breathing stuff. But a safe place or a place that I love, and that's my planning space. I love it. I'm a planner girl. That's a passion that I have, and I enjoy it. Communities that I'm in. Okay, I need to. That's where everybody at. Paper and pen girl doesn't want life. Communities that I'm in, creator content, planner community, family, early childhood, medical planner, West Indian Club, you know. So which communities are you your best self? I've said about 2.5 of them. And how communities don't allow you to be your best self. And I put church and family. Wow, that's not good. But it was truth. We're transparent here. Hey, PNG, thank you for coming back. All right, so here now it says, creating community. You have the power to create the community you want. Use this page to design with words, pictures, or in quotes, a community in which you would feel a sense of belonging and unity. Design this page with words, pictures, and quotes. So I got my handy dandy quote. I was looking for the other one too. Maybe empowerment. That might have been a good one to pick. But she ain't here right now. So let's see what's in here. First of all, thanks, Cheryl. Oh, they got a pink one. Okay, really? I'm just going. I'm looking for a planner. So that's for my planner community. Oh. 2 goes to crush. Da, 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 da. Pay it forward. I like, when I think of paying it forward, I like giving back or helping others or inspiring others. And I do that on my channel when I host stuff. I don't got no daily focus. I write it down, but it ain't focus. I'm just being honest. Anybody have any suggestions? What would you write down? A community that you would feel. For example, right now we are recognizing those frontliners, the nurses, the police, the fire department, the custodians, everybody that's dealing with this pandemic. And you have to have a passion or a love or a heart to develop consistency in a time like this. You know, it's not easy. So being a part of that community or our community is everybody. Am I correct? Everybody agree or disagree? This quote's not saying much to me. Anybody have any response to that? I am not chic. Somebody say something. Oh, okay. Thank you. But that's how I feel. That's what I feel. And that's just it. Boom, right here. Oh, wow, I'm glad I opened this book. I was looking for some numbers. Here we go. I know what I'm going to do. And I don't have a specific. You guys know I like putting girl stickers in my spreads, and I don't care what colors the person is. So I'm going to put different shades of color with the peace sign because we want peace. I don't know about the lips though, because we practicing social distancing. I don't know about different shades. That's a community to me. Everybody, each one teach one. And I believe that we should spread love. I believe that we should be kind. We should change our way of living, change our way of thinking, just change. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this up now. So when I see this, this means everything. As I did with the hands, I'm going to put different faces on here because everyone, in their own way, they add to the community, right? Long hair, short hair, blonde hair, red hair. It doesn't matter who you are. But we here, when we all in this together, and this has forced us, or fused us, I should say, together in dealing with one another. We're going to have to find a way to deal with it. Right now, the most important thing is survival, right? And that's how I look at it at this time right now. Everyone, we need to learn from each other, creating a different type of, a diverse community. That's what I think about that page. Throughout your life, but the question is, are people going to change for now and people go back to the old way? Felicia, not everybody's going to change because right now people aren't following the rules anyway. And it's sad to know that sometimes it takes tragedy for a person to change. But all I can tell you is start with you. You do your part and let God do the rest. Meaning, if you have the heart and your will to change and sacrifice for yourself, for your family, that's the most important. Until you can help others see the same vision. But until then, you can't. Right. You can't change a person, but you can only show love as much as you can. And the thing is, if a person can't receive it, then you're going to be beating a dead horse. So just start with you. As Michael Jackson says, start with the man in the mirror. Throughout life, you will have different roles and responsibility. Student, leader, and caretaker. Describe some of the roles and your feelings about them. First off, the first one that came to me was when, it's funny how life changes. Being a caregiver for my mother. At first, it wasn't a matter of feeling. It was a matter of I had to. I I I wanted to. I I feel obligated. Obligation. Um Hey Katrina. Yes, just plant the seed, the seeds of kindness, gratitude. Right. I, this was a very sensitive time. Sensitive, vulnerable, I don't know how to spell that. Vulnerable. I'm not sure if I spelled that right. Sorry. Sacrificial, because at this point in time, I was married, but my marriage suffered because I took. Thank you. Vulnerable. Thank you. So my marriage suffered. It was affected because everything had changed. We thanks, Nye. We had to change our lifestyle and rally around her because as they always say, once a man, twice a child. My mother became my baby, and no matter, I had to bathe her, I had to feed her, I had to cook for her, I had to clean her. I never regret it. But it showed me compassion. It made me humble. It changed my life because now, years later, the tables were turned. And at first, I didn't understand the whole aspect of her being in a chair, a wheelchair. I would tell her to do something and she couldn't do it, but I was just thinking she just didn't want to. And I didn't understand until I became one in the chair. When I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, and I had to depend on people. It humbled me, it crushed me, and I finally had to surrender and say, God, I understand. You don't know a situation a person's going through until you are in their shoes. And God had to reverse the role for me to be more compassionate, more understanding, thinking outside the box. Because there are times when people want to change, but they can't due to chemical unbalance or a tragedy or a situation or the way they live. So until we understand, because I realized that we never knew what people were going through. If there was an abusive family or the person that comes to work is being abused, you didn't know, but now they're home with their abuser. Or it, if a person was going through being lonely and depressed and now they're home by themselves, you don't hear from them. There's suicide is heavy, it's drugs is heavy, drinking, so many different things. You understand? So as PNG just said, my mom always says, who feels it knows it. We don't know. We haven't known. But right now, to me, the veil has been moved. It's been lifted for us to open our eyes and see that change must come. Wow. I don't even know how I got that far and deep, but I hope you guys understand what I mean when I thought this caretaker. Yeah, that's the biggest one for me. That's it. I don't think I need to go any further. Unless you guys want to put down something in your book or your paper, what, even a job, working at a company or being a part of a team, how does that make you feel? What did you go through? Sometimes we're put in situations where we think that we're not prepared for, but God knows we are. And it takes someone else to see the potential in you and move you in that position for you to see it for yourself. Because if they didn't see it, and you didn't see it, then you wouldn't be going anywhere. But God will put you in front of someone that can see through you and help you to edify yourself. But you got to be willing to take that step. You need to make a video on caregiving, please, a full one with common questions and answers. Whoa. Wow. Really? This is the book. So I went to, I tell you, from the beginning, guys, y'all know this book be getting deep, and I don't even know where the answers be coming from. So I'm just going with it. And I hope I'm not offending anyone. I hope I'm helping you to see the change, see the difference. Okay, so we're going to do 2 more pages. I'm trying to stretch this, y'all, because I wish Erin Condren would come out with another book. And these are going to be the next pages. Ooh, connecting online and off. Hey, God. All right. So, sharing your skills. Your skills are valuable and worth sharing with others, especially with your community. Sharing your skills can strengthen your community and help create the strong, kind, and inclusive world you want. Seriously, Diamond, you should make a note in your video list. A lot of people don't know, and it would be great to hear it from your perspective on both sides. Okay, hold on. What did you say you wanted me to name it? You need to make a caregiving. Cool. Got it. Wrote it down. I forgot to order this. Once I saw the lavender folder, I was sold out. Yeah, I'm saying. Yes, I know from the perspective of being cared for, you feel less than because you cannot do it for yourself. Yes, very true. When I was in a nursing home, this lady thought that I was faking it because I was so young. She didn't believe that something could happen to me at my age. I told her straight up, lady, if I could, I would not be here, and I won't tell you what I want to tell her, but I said, you don't need to be working in a facility like this because we need you. You might need the job, but we need help. And also, you guys treat a person by their file, by their records, by the thing you see before you see the patient. We need to treat people as people. Stop just looking at the file and say, okay, this person has been sick for a while. Oh, that's why your perception is not who the person really is. Although you might read a representative when you see the person, but when you talk to the person, you'll get to know who they are and not just go by what you see on paper. That's real. That's real life. My cousin shouted out at our aunt who was incontinent while we were trying to change her. I begged my cousin to try to be gentle because this aunt of ours had become a shadow of her former self. Here's a question. How would you feel if your life changed in the next minute and you had to depend on others? Do you think you would have help? Do you think you could survive? Think about it. Food for thought. even our caregivers right now. It's not easy seeing people die every day. It's not easy getting up to find the energy to work, to go back to work after you know it's so stressful. Why? God must give them something to fight for or someone to fight for. Unfortunately, my cousin was reacting to all the things of her aunt and did while she was healthy. Yeah. Hey, Tricia, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. It's serious. We need to think outside the box. We really need to think outside the box. People don't want to be in that position. There are people in the hospitals right now fighting for their lives, whether they're on a ventilator or not. And they have no connection with family. All they have are those frontline people. What if everyone left you? What if your situation changed for you today or tomorrow? And everyone you thought you had in your life, or you take them for granted because you'll see them tomorrow or you'll see them later. I tell my husband all the time, if we have an argument, we need to fix it. We could not go to bed and still be in an argument because you might not wake up tomorrow. Or if you leave here, when you're leaving here for work, tell me bye. Tell me I love you. I don't want the last thing for me to remember is it was so negative. I shoulda, woulda, coulda. I've learned that the hard way. I promised my mom I would always be there for her even until the end. And it changed. And I wasn't there when she took her last breath. And that has haunted me for a long time. Artistry says I would be terrified because you think people care about until something bad happens. Then you will find out who really loves you. True. People don't want to be in that position. No. Same cannot go to bed mad at one. Yeah, go to bed mad at one another. Yes. Seriously. Try your best. Skills I can share with my community. Just everything I just said. Open-minded. Compassionate. What else did I say? I said so much. Anybody, give me a word. Skills you can share with your community. Someone give me another one. And then it says how these skills can help my community's vision. Better world. Positivity. Good one. Good one, Cheryl. Anybody else? This is going to be the last page because we went deep today. Your experience has become a skill because you have the empathy necessary to relate it to people. Wow. Yes, that is true. All right. That was a good one. Thank you for breaking that down for me like that. How these skills can help my community's vision. It'd be a better world. We'd be more considerate. Because I've seen commercials where communities have come together and just appreciate their nurses or their doctors in their area because they don't think that people care. You have people on Facebook and on Instagram going live and telling you guys this is what's going on. It's real in here. They are at war every day. And they get up and put on the armor for someone else. Some cannot handle when bad things happen. I know that firsthand. My mom is a nurse. She cries every day. Yep. I remember when I was younger, but I ended up in the hospital for 45 days. and just having my mom ended up on the house at the same time. Oh, wow. It was horrible, but I couldn't take care of her or my children. Everybody should just think about that. We take the littlest things for granted. We take the littlest things for granted. I'm going to give y'all one more thing and then I'm going to stop. The simplest thing, I could not even move my tongue to the other side of my mouth. That sounds crazy. How many y'all can do that right now? Put your tongue on the right or left side of your mouth. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Can you do that? Simplest things. Can you drink water? Can you swallow? Are you breathing on your own or do you need assistance? Hallelujah. It's just simple. Simplest things. You can blink. You have a memory. You can remember what you did yesterday. Some people have a 5-minute memory. Due to tragedy, due to whatever. Things happen. But so we need to look at things differently. I just feel led to end right there. Sharing your skills. Sharing your skills. I hope I didn't I hope you guys were blessed by the little time that we spent. It was just 3 pages. But I want to save this till our next time, Tuesday at 6 Eastern time to come back. But I want you guys to think about it. It's short and spicy. It's plain. It's just think. I see one of my neighbors, he has no legs. But that man will go out there and do everything for himself. And he doesn't want the help. And he has prosthetic legs that he wears. He go out there, he be tanning, he do everything he want to. He doesn't let his limitations limit him. So why, when you're capable, you take it for granted? If you can help somebody, if you can share, help somebody. The next time you see somebody and you're wondering why they look like that, ask a question. I'm not gonna say a bum. Ask a person on the street, how did you get this way? A couple years back, they were probably on their highest horse or they were doing so well, but something happened that turned their circumstances around and they're on the street. We need to respect one another. You don't know my story. You don't know their story until I tell you. But until you ask, it's just going to be nothing. Whew. Thank you, Cheryl. Vision or remember no past at all. Not remembering you got married or had a child is worse. See, we need to stop and take a stock right here, right where we are. We are truly blessed indeed. Amen. So guys, I just want to thank you guys for coming on today. Thank you for putting up with me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nye. I want y'all to put one thing that you got from this session. I always end it like that by asking you guys what was more profound to you, what stuck out to you from our session, and just please put it in the comments. And if you're watching the rebroadcast of this, do the same. Let me know if this blessed you or inspired you or made you think. Just put it in the comments. No problem, Anthea. Thank you. Thank you guys for staying with me. And we've been doing this book from the beginning, from I got it. I don't even know how I ended up. It was an accident buying this book, really. I thought it was a notebook. But look at God. Creating kindness each day. I am enough journal. All right. Atia said, thank you for sharing with us. Nye says, I am thankful for the littlest things I can do. Amen. Kate, you're welcome, hon. Thank you, guys. Stay sanitized. And I will see you in the next session or our next live. Be blessed.